We're going to start 2.3, chapter 2.3, Hindu Arabic number system, which we know about because that's the system we use. We know about its digits, right? The symbols we have, the 10 symbols. We know that we group them by groups of 10, right? Our place value system, position matters, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. We know we use zero. And then we add an expanded form, which is a combination of additive and multiplicative processes, right? And this connects back to the previous number systems we talked about. And so before we jump into the notes, I want to point out in the textbook this awesome video of early number and counting. I don't know if you could hear it, but I'm not going to play it. Come to us in kindergarten, but it really does a good job of explaining how children learn numbers, and it's really worth the view and to make sense of some of the terms and ideas that are there. But with that said, let's go ahead and again jump into our number system after viewing the video. And some key things out of that video that you want to go back to is this idea of substitutizing or recognizing without counting. Like students are able to see something and know just by looking at what the number is. That's three objects, right? That's that idea. And this hierarchical inclusion that if I know if I give you 8 objects, that means I know I have 7, right? So there's stuff in there in number conservation. So some important things in that video. We start off with the first example as expanded form here, looking at how do you express 5,302 in expanded form, right? It's 5 groups of 1,000, 3 groups of 100, 0 groups of 10, and 2 groups of 1. Back to our place value number system when we think about it. Now, for children, many times, and I have the base blocks here, the video, and I didn't put it in the notes, just too big to do that, but you could see in our textbook the different versions of what we used to count, base 10 blocks, and the representation of ones, tens, hundreds, right? As we do that. And then I also have this interactive here where you can create numbers here, and it shows you the blocks that you would use to make that. So fool around with that a little bit when you get a chance. And then again, this goes back to what we talked about in math is numbers. Math is a language, right? And that comes through these representations, these symbols that mean things. And it takes a while for children to learn how these symbols are connected. How are they related, right? And an important topic right here, let me highlight here. Our students or the children, they must put together the 3 distinct ideas. Number is the concept, the numeral is the symbol, and then the name in order to understand the Hindu Arabic numeration system. Like all of these need to come into play, right, when doing that. Now, we call our Hindu numeric system a base 10 system. And that's related because we grew them by tens, but it's graded to the powers of 10. Notice the powers of 10, and that should be a 0. I think on your notes it's a 0. 10 to the power 0. This pattern here, let me fix that, right? 10 to the power 3, 10 squared, 10 1, 10 0. Notice the values. Those are our place values. And if we go to one more, it would be 10 to the power 4, 10,000. So that's where our number system comes into play.